Hey. Hey, cat. Over here. Psst, 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 psst. Psst, 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 psst.
Keep Keep on scratching.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, like in the animal breaks? Hey, whoa, yeah, all right. This is Thursday. Let's get after it. This is Alone Together Pittsburgh. Thank you for joining us. We are here. This is episode 145 on our little hump day of our 3-show week, wrapping up week 47 of Alone Together Pittsburgh, streaming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We have been doing this show since, if you can do the math, you can think we were doing that since the shelter-in-place order came down the day of. Yeah, Kate, we're going to keep on scratching. Anyway, it's, the week of Groundhog Day. I guess Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow. That means 6 more weeks of winter. I don't know, but from what we saw last week, Punxsutawney Phil is hammered on the show, and they give him...
Keep on scratching.
And there you have it. Anyway, thank you for joining us, welcoming us into your homes and mobile devices. We started the show to keep people connected, keep a sense of community going on in our area and beyond. And before we start the show, which we have a fantastic show for you tonight, it's Thursday, so you know that Kate Romane is going to be here talking about what Kate ate, which is its own type of magic. And we've got J. Thomas Agnew here from Boom Concepts. He's coming back here again to check in on us, let us know what's going on with Boom. He's going to teach us a little bit about chess and see what he's been up to since the last time he was here, which we were trying to deduce was probably like May. So lifetimes have happened. So we've got all that coming up. But before we get to the show, ticking below me, you're going to see our Venmo. It is @TogetherPGH. So if you have the means and you want to kick us a couple of bucks, the money goes directly to the artists involved in the show. We would greatly appreciate it. It could be $1, could be $3, $5, $500 or more. If you give $500 or more, you get to come on the show and be a guest. So put that out there. Or you could give the money and not be a guest too, which would be probably preferable for you. So go with that. But thank you for that in advance. It's also our PayPal as well. Got any questions, go to togetherpgh.com. You can find out all the things that you need to do. Now, another thing that we've got going here is an in-show poll. Okay? Little in-show poll that we've got cooking up here. We had an epic one. We used to have 2 a night, the in-show poll and the overnight poll. The overnight poll was the big jag-off brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. But the cookie table won that. Over 180 contestants did Pittsburgh things, did battle, and the Pittsburgh cookie table, wedding cookie table, won. So that's behind us now. But we've got an in-show poll brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. So if you don't know about Engine House 25 Winery, go to eh25.com. Check them out. They've got a great selection of reds and whites and a rosé. Get on it. And if you tell them that you found out about them through Alone Together Pittsburgh, you get $5 off per bottle. You don't even have to say you found out about them. You can say, hey, I was watching Alone Together Pittsburgh. Give me $5 off a bottle, please. And they got it. They also are doing curbside and free delivery during the pandemic. Even though that, liquor stores are open and stuff, you might as well get the good stuff and support local, right? And that's the way to do it. eh25.com. Check them out. So the in-show poll tonight, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. We put these things together. It's hours and days of thought to plan these out. We actually did this one literally at 7:57. But Dave, do you want to tell him what's in the little jag-off tonight? Or Pete?
I guess I'm telling you what's in the jag-off.
I could do it if you don't want to.
You seem excited about it, so
I'm not that excited. I would, hey, let's trade off.
That or do you have to pee? You could be one of the other.
I was trying to have like a different energy tonight. I've been down and gloomy the last few months, and I was thinking, hey, let's go with it. The county's actually calling me to probably leave me a recording right now to tell me where the next COVID vaccine sites are. I'm trying to get my parents in there. But I'll let it go to voicemail because I'm here with you guys right now. Or we could put it on speakerphone. Anyway, here's what it is. Pete, tell them what it is. You got it right in front of you.
Oh, shit. All right. Tonight we got, what did you not think you'd buy a year ago, pre-COVID?
Hello?
You answering that?
Go ahead.
You're answering the phone.
Southwestern Pennsylvania 211 target.
Go ahead. Tell them what it is.
No, it's fine. That's,
I was gonna play that. I'll let it go to the voicemail. Sorry, it was just like, we could break some news. Okay, so that stuff you didn't think
you'd buy a year ago, pre-COVID. So I have athleisure gear, sweatpants,
dress sweats, regular sweats.
dress sweats. We should have made it dress sweats. That's even better.
Go on.
Toilet paper on eBay, sourdough supplies, and dinghies or outdoor, leisure gear, camping supplies, shit like that.
All right, before we dig in here, Pete, what have you bought anything on this list?
I'm guilty of 3 of the 4.
3 of the 4?
Yeah.
What are the 3?
Well, I never wore sweatpants until the pandemic.
Nice.
So I went that route. I did the sourdough thing for a hot minute. Just wasn't good at keeping up with it. It's just dealing with bread every day, man. It's just a lot of work. And then the dinghies, of course. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
and then camping supplies. And
I'm 50%. Maybe 3, but I did not buy dinghies or outdoor equipment. I did buy toilet paper on eBay.
see, I didn't do that one.
I did.
Were you one of those people who were like freaking out, like I gotta get it?
Oh no, it was gone. There was nothing there. There was nothing to be had. There was no toilet paper. It was. You remember when Becky Corrigan was on, and she had like videos of her looking for toilet paper, and she was down to her last roll, and she was like putting out calls to like it was coming to that status, that place of it. And yeah, I did. I paid double what the asking price was. This was early on in the pandemic when I thought, oh, it's only going to be 7 or 8 weeks, but this will cover me and my butt.
I mean, some people I know bought like 40, 50 like cases of it. I think
I didn't do that. I didn't hoard. No. Another thing that could have been on that list was outside heaters, which I did buy as well. Like stuff for
It's not on the list, Patrick. We can't talk about it right
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's great. All right, that's good. But okay, so you out there at home, what did you buy? Hit us up in the comments. Let us know if any of those things happen, and don't forget to vote. Dress sweats, jeggings, dress yoga pants. Perfect. Okay, dress sweats is the first time I've heard the dress sweats. My mom is a TP hoarder. I'm so sorry, Danielle, but that's okay. That's okay. Greg Jordanoff, Jordy, is the first one who coined the phrase dress sweats that he would wear to family functions. So that was way pre-pandemic.
Are you wearing dress sweats now, Patrick?
I am not currently wearing dress sweats. No, are you?
I'm wearing jeans.
There you go. All right. Well, that's
I had to
good.
leave the house today. I have a hard time leaving the house in sweatpants,
All right,
unless
well,
I'm like going for a run or something.
to run in sweatpants. Isn't that a little cliche? Isn't that like what they're supposed to be for?
I mean, I lounge in them and I run in them. I can't.
Tommy
I can't leave the
Amoeba
house.
bought a bidet.
There
Donna bought a freezer. You install the bidet on your toilet. That's good. You never had to buy toilet paper on eBay. And Danielle's probably giving props to Bunny. I don't think she bought a bunny. Loads of jigsaw puzzles. That's a good one. All right, keep them coming, folks, as the show goes on. So get your votes in there right now. But I mean, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this every night. There is still a pandemic going on right now. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing the show right now. We'd be back to our normal lives like the most of you. One thing every night on the show, we got to talk about Allegheny County's COVID numbers. There were 313 today since yesterday. So we've been hovering around the 300 to 400 range. And, a month ago it was 1,500 a day. So, I mean, after the Thanksgiving bump, we've kind of tapered off a little bit there. But 313 is still too many. So get on there. And if you got any tips on where to get get a vaccine, hit them up in the comments, because I know a lot of people in the 1A category that have been looking and dialing 211 all day today to get those extra 750 that I don't know anybody that got through on it. So get on that there right now. But the one thing that we can all do is wear a mask. Keep on masking when you leave your house for any reason. You know what I mean? I guess you can take it off when you're driving, but don't be a jag. Just put on a fucking mask. I mean, we've been through this. It's almost a year, right?
Keep on scratching.
All you got to do is two things. You keep on scratching, you put on a mask, but don't scratch your mask. Bunny Cam or Bobcat Dog Waith is going to be here checking in periodically. But I think it's time we get to the show right now. I did my little soapbox thing, and I think it's time. Don't forget to keep voting. We'll announce the winner at the end of the show tonight. Without further ado, it's his second time on the show here. Please welcome J. Thomas Agnew from Boom Concepts. He's going to tell us a little bit about everything that's going on with Boom, especially this new angle with chess coming up. There he is. Thomas, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
How are you, man? Thank you for being here with us again tonight.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on. I'm the substitute. So, it was supposed to be DS and Anquinique, but, I'm the substitute. Y'all get me.
Well, what's funny is that DS sent me a text this morning asking for details. I was like, cool. We threw up the promos. Everything was out there. And within literally 35 seconds, he was like, oh, yeah, well, hold up. We can't do it. Thomas is coming on. I'm like, all right, Thomas. That's great. Well, it's okay. You're not a fill-in. You're number one for us. So you were actually on the show before DS and Anquinique came on last time, if you recall.
Definitely.
Right.
Back in May.
Yeah, back in May. Unbelievable. So before we dig into what's going on next week with this stuff with chess, what have you been up to, man? What's been happening since May?
Since May, there's been so many things. I think just with the space. The space has been closed, still closed. Mm-hmm. We switched our programming, from Unblurred that we usually do every first Friday to inside residencies. So, we had last year, we had 4 women that occupied the space, were able to work out of space or sell items out of space or, set up and do some different things with the space. So that was good. DS took a lot of charge, and we had a bunch of outside murals that were happening. One of the biggest ones that happened was the Black on Black Love one that was down at Cary Furnace. That had, I think, between 8 to 12 different artists that worked on that. So, we've had that. Pete was talking to me earlier, of course, because we trading stories about what he's been doing and what I've been doing. I've been working on just like my site. I had already started doing the consulting way before. Just started picking up doing some branding and whatnot, which was like real cool. And then September, I picked up doing bleach dye.
Yeah, let's talk about that bleach dye for a minute.
I don't know why everybody is so interested in the bleach dye. It's so funny. The bleach dye happened. The funny story about that is that I actually had I asked my sister to do a bleach dye of a shirt that I had a long time ago. We talking like 2-3 years ago. And she did it, but she never gave it to me. That's what she says. So, it was like the first weekend in September, and I was just sitting at home, and I was like, I'm bored as hell. What am I going to do? And I had just ordered a couple T-shirts, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy this bleach and try this bleach dye. I had already been looking at videos, had already been, thinking about doing it, but just didn't do it. And that day just went to the dollar store, picked up some bleach, went outside in the backyard and just started messing around. So, one thing led to another. I ended up with like 20 shirts, and I just started posting them online on Instagram, on Twitter. And then people started asking me if I, if I had done, hoodies or sweatpants or any of these other things. So then I just started buying those things, and people were buying the shirts already. So it started becoming self-funded. So I wasn't losing money out of my pocket. So, and it was actually fun, trying to do different styles, trying to, see how it worked. Even like create my own little how-to video. I'm not. I usually let DS be the front man when it comes to
Right.
stuff for Boom. I'm always in the back, but it was kind of cool to be able to do that. To kind of just lead with some of my own cool things that I do, or some funny stuff. I messed around a little bit with that, and it came out well. So
Now, in addition to what I'm seeing here, did you screen something else over top of the bleach dye, the tie dye thing there, or is that just like a logo on the shirt, the one on the left right there on the top?
yeah.
corner?
So one of my good friends, Mark Bagnato, he runs Epitome along with our friend Mike,
The other one, Dave. There you go.
and our other friend Zeke, and we were just talking one day, joking around, and I was like, "What can I turn this bleach dye thing into if I wanted to brand it?" And he said, "Ready to die." I mean, ready to die, and we were laughing about it. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm stealing this from you. I'm definitely gonna screen print this on there." So
TM that.
after I sold a couple shirts, then I saved some more. And then I just hit up Public Print House, had them print on it, and then
you should trademark. You should trademark that.
All that stuff costs money. So I'm doing it all out of fun right now. So
No, it's cool. No, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a second round this year, just because it was fun. Like I said, I'm waiting on the weather to break and trying to get back into it. So.
Well, that's the funny thing, man, about creatives getting time on their hands. When you're not just watching Netflix, you gotta do something. Like Pete was building decks and making sourdough. Dave was mastering sourdough. Now he's making pizzas now. And these T-shirts are pretty dope. Actually, these are great, and people can get at these right now.
Yeah, I still have some left. I'm probably actually gonna take that down soon.
Okay, right. There's only like one or two left.
But I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna do a sale this summer, and people can still pick some up. But I'm waiting on one of my good friends to come in from New York, and he's gonna come in probably like late spring, early summer, and he's gonna teach me a whole different technique for some tie dye, and then I'm gonna just do a whole second round around that time. So yeah, like late summer, I'll probably have everything together for part 2 of it.
Nice. Now, you guys have. Let's talk about King versus Queen, right?
Yeah.
Coming up, which is a live chess match experience at the Westmoreland Museum of American Art. Boom's artists they're in a residency there, correct? You guys are there.
Yeah, so what happened was we ended up connecting with Ann. She's the leader up at Westmoreland Museum, and they were trying to figure out what to do, what type of programming could they get into, and we had already been thinking about residency programs and trying to figure out how to keep artists active. And so after a couple conversations, it was just like, yeah, let's just do it. So, DS and Quinique actually started doing it first, just for like a test run. So they wanted to do a test run to see how it works, so we can kind of work out some of the kinks and some of the ideas. And DS is always thinking about programming him and Quinique for their Kinselland branding that they do. They've done some DJing at a couple different spots, and so they came together with. Probably a few different. They've already done the DJing event earlier this year, and so the chess match is next, and then they have another.
Now, how does the chess match work? I mean, what is it? What can people look for it?
I don't want to really talk too much about it because it's kind of like they thing. It's they're gonna put a cool spin to it. It's not, it's going to be live. You're going to be able to see them, play each other. That's kind of like that goal.
Is there an interactive element to it? Oh, there we go.
I feel like they're going to throw that in there. I feel like they're like working it out. They've been going up to Westmoreland and working out the kinks, trying to get some of the visual stuff together, figuring out what room they're going to be in, the artwork. When they pull together a production, they pull together a production. They make it all worthwhile. Somebody watching them on on live, whether it's Instagram or Zoom or whatever it is, they make it worthwhile watching. So
that's great, man. And are you going to be able to get at and this is on the 13th, right?
Yep, it's on
So
13th.
are you able to get that from Boom's website, or is that just on the Westmoreland Museum?
It's on the
website?
Westmoreland Museum because this is directly you can register for free through them. So
Gotcha.
you register and then they send out the link the day of, so you can link up. I think usually like an hour or maybe a half before. And they'll probably be playing some music and then start the production.
That's great, man. That's fantastic. So that's coming up, and you got other stuff. You guys are booked up through March. The January Kinsaland Radio is already gone. You got a couple things coming up in March too. All right,
and
great.
Unique, she's the superstar opera singer. So it's gonna be cool to actually have her do her thing on the 21st of March. Is going to be real cool. And then we all together are coming together to kind of talk about the residency for the lunch break on the 26th in March. So, awesome. We'll talk about, what's been going on with the residency, who's coming up next. We already have 2 artists that are gearing up to, take on this residency. We've been on the back end talking to them about a whole bunch of different stuff. So, we're full throttle on this one.
Man, I'm glad you guys are busy, man. Who made the chessboard? Can we talk about that? Do we know? The artist who made the chessboard. Okay, good. No, this is good. It's good. I knew I was gonna. You've been smooth. You've been smooth as hell with this thing, man. Like filling in. You haven't missed a beat. And then I knew there was one goddamn question I was going to ask you. I was going to throw it out. It was like the last one. I'm about to wrap up. I was just going to try to let's throw some love to the chess. What do we have here, Dave? What do we got? There we go. The artist in residence. There we go. Yeah. Designed by Keith Herring.
There you go.
So, yeah. Keith Herring. There you go.
I feel like I read it, but there's so much information. We probably.
Well, you guys are in 50. You guys are in 50 different places at once, constantly. So I mean, you guys.
I don't know how we do it, but we do it. So
I was just gonna. You took the words right out of my mouth, man. But that's good. So, well, if there's nothing else, we should probably start wrapping up. We got to get to Kate Romane. But let me ask you a question before we do. We've got this in-show poll going on right now. Were you privy to any of these things? Did you do any of these things during the pandemic? Did you do the sourdough bread? Did you do the buying toilet paper on eBay? Did you do the? Did you buy like dress sweats or athleisure, like clothes to hang out in the house in?
I always wear sweats, so that's a
right. That's a no-brainer. I've seen your pictures, right? So
I think the bleach board to dye bleach T-shirts qualifies as the pandemic.
Is that the dress? I have the hoodie and the sweatpants that nobody else has. So maybe that is my dress, whole thing. So.
Okay. See, I mean, pretty like if we have more time, I'd say pics or it didn't happen. Because I'd love to see them in a matching 2-piece with the tie-dye hoodie and the sweatpants. That'd be something, man. Maybe next time you come on.
The third time I'll come on and talk about that, so.
All right. Hey, Thomas, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Definitely. I do have one. Like
please.
We do have a couple of programs, things that we're working on. Also another residency that we're trying to do at Boom that we're supporting artists with. We have been donating a lot of funds to artists that have been doing, different creative initiatives. And then, DS and I were both in the city paper for the, we got the visual arts of the year. So that was pretty cool to represent Boom Concepts and be in that issue. And then, we have all types of stuff going on. We have around, I would say, 12 to 15 new murals projects that we're working on.
And what parts of town off the top of your head? You don't have to say all 15 of them, but everywhere, really.
The bigger one, the first one that we're working on is downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting that one together. I know DS was talking about, we've talked to someone about doing something in Homewood, the north side. We got a couple other places that, we're connected with. Of course, we're doing something in Garfield. It'd be, dumb for us not to do anything in the home, in the home turf. And we do have a couple down the street, I believe, that we're trying to do that's leaking into East Liberty. So, we're always trying to figure out just different ways to pay artists. That's like really the biggest goal of it is, during this pandemic, a lot of people aren't working. We're still just trying to make sure that whatever money that we get, we're paying other artists. We get donations. The donations go go to other people or paying our people. You know what I mean? Making sure that, you know, we're supporting the neighborhood. I mean, we donated directly to the neighborhood at the beginning of the pandemic. So, you know, all that's been great.
Yeah, I mean, I can't thank you enough for all that you guys have been doing, and man, props to you for being out there on the front lines and doing it. So anybody, I mean, support Boom. You can go to the website, check them out in any way you can, either from buying tickets to supporting them in any way possible. Thank you so much for everything you're doing, Thomas. And
hey, you know,
and keep it going.
Keep looking at that camera and watching your space.
Right. Oh yeah. I was saying before, I bought a little tiny like surveillance camera from a theater that I never get to see because I can't put on theater right now. I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind.
We hope that it comes back. You know, maybe we'll have to talk about doing something, you know, digital live. You know what I mean?
I'm down, man. Let's do it. Let's figure out a way. I mean, I haven't worked with you guys since we did the Bach Boombox. Going on a couple years ago now, right?
That's Agnew been doing. She's been jumping on the Boom Concepts Instagram Live and has been doing interviews with some of the people who have worked on Bach Boombox. So awesome. I know she has. We have another one coming up, I believe, actually next weekend too. So you know, I think it's right before they do the chess match. So it's awesome. Staying busy, man.
As far as things go, like standing invitation, you got anything to promote? Anything you want to do? Please come back anytime you want. And maybe we'll give you more than like 4 hours notice, or like maybe 3 hours notice.
You know what? You got to stay prepared. I always stay prepared.
Stay
you never
sharp.
know what happens.
Thanks so much, Thomas. Say hello to everybody for me. Say to DS and Quinique and everybody else at Boom.
Definitely. You know, also too, I'll see you at the next board meeting.
Oh yeah. All right. Nice. Okay. All right. Sounds good, man. All right. Later, man. Thank you so much. All right. Later. But yeah, seriously, check out Boom. Go to the website, check them out. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, everything else. One of the coolest organizations doing the best stuff right now in Pittsburgh. So get on that right there. Dave, can we check in on the in-show poll?
Coming up. Looking good.
Looking good.
Looking hot.
Looking hot. All right, so we got a three-way tie. Okay. More than one people bought dinghies and out leisure. 2 people bought toilet paper on eBay. Props to that. Athleisure, sourdough supplies. All right. This is good. This is a good one. All right, keep voting, folks. And if you got anything else that you didn't buy before, hit us up on the comments. Before we bring out our next guest, want to do a little bit of plug for another one of our sponsors for Alone Together. That would be Farm to Table Pittsburgh, Farm to Table PA. Keep it fresh, keep it local, and be sure to tune in every Wednesday to Every Wednesday Show. We have a full segment from Buy Fresh, Buy Local, Farm to Table, Western PA. We've got different farmers. We had people from the marketplace at Evergreen Valley yesterday. Different farmers, different people. We had Jackie Page from Love Rocks Cafe the week before. So always tune in on Wednesday to find out what's going on there. And in the meantime, you can go to this website, farmtotablepa.com, find out everything from CSAs, where to get whatever produce you need, and where the farmers markets are. And I think, Dave, are you going to some farmers markets this weekend?
Heck yeah, man. I am pumped. I'm going to put on my best mask. I got my marching, get my LA Gear street hikers on. I'm going to pound some pavement, and I'm going to pick up some produce.
Fantastic. That's just awesome. Well, on that note, I can't top that energy and just you and the LA, would you say LA Gear? It's fantastic. Street hikers. I love it, man. Is Joe Montana still doing the ads for LA Gear? Anyway.
In my dreams.
Anyway, that's cool, man. That's very cool. But anyway, got to keep it real. Got to get back to business here. It is Thursday, so you know that means that everyone's favorite chef, Kate Romane, we find out what Kate ate. Chef Kate Romane from Black Radish Kitchen goes to different takeout and delivery places over the course of a week, and she comes back and tells us about what she did, and she reviews it in the way only Chef Kate Romane can. Here she is, Chef Kate Romane. Drinking some tea.
Drinking tea tonight. Weird.
That's all right, man. That's okay. You gotta have the tea. What kind of tea is it?
It's like a mint and nettle tea.
You got an upset tummy?
No, it's just what I had. It's good. It's
Ha-
delicious.
Had a rough day.
No, one of many.
One
days.
of many. Okay.
I had a rough day cooking today.
Like somebody who has spent like 80% of their life in a kitchen, I fucking, you should have seen the mess I made when it came to the chocolate cake.
You made just a basic chocolate cake?
I made a fucking chocolate cake, and it was literally, Patrick, it was everywhere, everywhere. I mean, it was on the windows.
What did you do? Like, how did you? Was it like an electric mixer? Were you doing a big Hobart, or what was it?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like the cake batter went fine. The icing, we got this recipe out of Joy of Cooking, one of my favorite cookbooks.
Classic.
Classic, right? And we made it yesterday when we pulled it out. It was like hard as a rock. So I was trying to like soften it up and whip some stuff into it to make it like fluffy and delicious. And it just was, it expanded. We had like gallons of cooking frosting.
That's not like you, Kate.
I mean, I've been known to make a mess,
No. But not this kind of mess.
and not this kind of fucking mess. I mean, it was.
So what did you do with all the frost? Do you have some extra? Can I have it? Like,
Oh,
do you have like literally just extra frosting?
Yeah, we have like 10 quarts of frosting that I just put in the freezer. I'm like, what do we do with this? I can't throw it out.
Yeah, you can't throw it out. What was the chocolate cake? What was it was
like
for?
Chocolate cake with a mascarpone chocolate.
Oh, of course you got to make it a little bit. You know, got to put the mascarpone in there to make it a little bit more fancy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was delicious. It just was. I just made it.
Was it delicious enough that you're going to be eating it for like the next 6 weeks? Like half of it's in the deep freeze.
Yeah, I'm like, what can we do with this? Like, can we turn this into like dirt or mousse or like what? Now we have this problem of like, what the fuck do we do with all of this?
It's like an Iron Chef of chocolate frosting.
Yeah.
Pepper, what's up?
Oh. Pepper.
You can say hi. All right. Say hi. Pepper says hi to everybody. Say hi to Aunt Romaine.
What's up, Pep?
Pepper's feeling talkative right now. She misses you. I think she misses everybody but me right now. I think I'm the one person that she just does not miss. Like I mean, at this point now, I don't know how she hasn't just like packed a bag. She's like, just go to a 2.5 persons motel just to get it. There you go, honey.
Oh my god, so cute.
Yeah, she's adorable. She just said hi, Aunt Romaine, when she walked in the other room. I don't know if you heard it. But anyway, back to business. So there's chocolate on the walls. What am I looking at here?
I don't know what that is. It looks like that's a real nice cake.
It's an ice cream cake, and it's not. I don't know what's going on here. Is that one of yours? Is that what you were doing with the?
That's beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing. All right, so we'll get back to this chocolate mess and explosion and everything else you've been up to this week. Did you go to some takeout spots?
I did. I didn't go to a ton. I was snowed in down in Maryland for a day longer than I wanted to be, but I did jam pack some great food in the last 3 or 4 days.
Nice.
This morning we got some bagels. Emma dropped off some bagels from Pigeon Bagel, which is so good. They were still warm, with a bunch of different cream cheeses. There was like a dill garlicky one, and then there was a honey fig cream cheese, and then just plain cream cheese.
All right.
But they hit the spot this morning. It was perfect.
Does Pigeon do all their own cream cheeses in house?
Yes.
Right.
So they're kosher, so they make everything in house. And they have a really great ordering system. You go directly to the website, order online, and you can pick up right there. So super safe and super delicious. So,
Fantastic. I got to get it on that.
yeah. I'm not sure which bagel is my favorite yet. There it is.
I don't think I have a favorite bagel. Like in general in life. I mean, have you ever had a bagel you just did not like?
Never.
Not like a shitty bagel, like somebody made like a shitty brick bagel or something, like a 3-day-old Bruegger's thing or something. I mean, like, have you had a bagel? I used to work at Bruegger's, I can say that. It's all right. was one of my first. I was like 16, but like, what do you like? Is there a bagel that you haven't liked? I don't think so. I don't think there's like a thing that I'm like, oh no, no, no. Like I like a plain bagel. I like an everything bagel. I like all this everything in between.
Yeah, I same. I haven't met a bagel I didn't like that was made well. I mean, there are bagels that I would probably choose not to get. I think they've gone a little off the rails at Bruegger's. Haven't been to a Bruegger's in a while.
I haven't been to a Bruegger's in decades.
Yeah, but I did like that jalapeno business that they made though. I love jalapenos, like love them.
Nothing wrong with it. I said a 5-day-old Bruegger's bagel. I didn't say like I go into the store and get a sandwich. I highly recommend go ahead and do that. If you're into carb loading.
Apparently I am. I'm into carb loading.
Did you take this picture?
I did.
You're getting so good. You're getting so good with a little sprinkle there. That's good. So all right. So I like that. Pigeon bagels. Awesome. Good stop. If you don't know about them, check them out. What else? What else did you do on your adventures in your 3-day binge?
So yesterday I was like, I wanted a sandwich real bad. But it was like kind of past like sandwich hours. It was probably like 7. No, it was like 6:45. I was like craving a pastrami sandwich. And we ended up getting the Reuben from Big Jim's in the Run.
Oh shit. Come on.
Which, honestly, I haven't been there and no, you don't like it?
I love it. It's the best. The Reuben's like friggin' epic. I miss it. I haven't been there. It's been over a year because of the pandemic. The Reuben there is amazing. And if you want something crazy, get the chicken parm. But like, go ahead. It's like enough for like 17 people. But go on. Tell me about this Reuben. Talk about it.
I have never had this Reuben. I honestly had only been to Big Jim's, I think, once that I went for a work thing, like right when I moved to Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That
It totally
surprises me.
I feel like an idiot, but it was so good.
The Reuben's next level.
Fucking delicious.
So what are we looking at here? Describe what's in the middle there.
That's half the Reuben and a Kit Kat that I was going to eat later.
I see that Kit Kat. I was going to bring that up. Is that old Halloween candy, or is that like something fresh? Is that a fresh one?
It's a freshie, yeah. It's a fresh Kit Kat.
Okay, so what's in the middle of that Reuben that I'm looking at?
It's Reuben guts. I don't know. There's some Swiss cheese and some delicious sauerkraut and probably some Thousand Island dressing. Classic.
It's
Reuben.
So the Reuben is like a staple at Big Jim's in the Run. If you haven't been there, I mean, it should be on it should be like up there with like if bringing somebody from out of town, you should go to Big Jim's before you go to Permani's. I mean, Permani's there's ease to it. Look at Dave. Look at my man. Look at Dave going fast. That's Big Jim's right there. It's fantastic. That's right where it's at.
That is where it's at. It's kind of a weird spot. It's such a cool spot, though. Like, when you get there, you're like, I feel cool. I feel like I'm in a movie about Pittsburgh. I'm underneath a bridge.
Yeah, we used to go there a lot. That was a spot. Yeah, that's good shit. Big fan of Big Jim's. So check that out. Did you just get got the Reuben?
We also tried the fish sandwich, which I know because everybody's kind of, or at least at the Radish, we're anticipating it's going to be fish fry season at any minute. Like, do we want it? We always did a fish fry inside the Radish, and we kind of are like, is that going to translate? Is that going to go home and still be good? So we got a fish sandwich, and I don't know. We had to throw it in the oven. That's the only thing that sucks about
seafood. Seafood takeout is like, that's the thing. Yeah, whenever I'm getting
fried food takeout.
Food takeout. Yeah, whenever we're doing it, I always like the oven's preheated to 350 before I get home, just in case. And I do that with pizza delivery too. Yeah. And even before the pandemic, like the oven's already on, like when the pizza gets there, because you might have to throw it back in there real quick because it's rare that it gets there hot. But that's cool. I mean, fish sandwiches. I've never had the fish sandwich at Big Jim's. I've never tasted it. I'm more of like a Grant's Bar fish sandwich guy.
Oh yeah.
But Big Jim's, because the Reuben is so amazing. And then if you're like, I'm not kidding, the veal or the chicken parm there, literally, it's it's like family style, like buca de beppo for 8, right? It's like literally you can't. My camera won't get. It's on a plate. You know what I mean? Like wider than a. You know what I mean? Like your chest. Like it's just there with 2 giant, lots of pasta. You can't eat it all. Like you can't eat just one. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, should have gone with chicken parm. That's what I heard. I kind of feel like there should be a chicken parm off in this town. Everybody's been doing chicken parmesan sandwiches. There's so many good ones.
Man,
Like
that's not bad. I mean, like if you had chicken parm, like off the top of your head, what chicken parm do you like?
I don't know. They're also
Everybody's got them, and it's hard to screw up
got 'em.
chicken parm. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to screw that up. It's just maybe you put too much cheese. There it is. That's a
oh my God.
I told you it was a big plate, and that's a lot. Those aren't like look at. I'm trying to find something for scale in that picture. There's a water glass right there. There's a full size water glass in the top of that picture.
Wow.
Somebody was doing some sweet and low. But think about that. That's what I'm saying. That's the chicken parm at Big Jim's. Dave needs a raise because he's pulling out the stops like fast.
Yeah.
I think it and he does it. I don't have to dream it. Dave will be it. So okay, so Big Jim's got it. What? There's another shot at Big Jim's. There's the other side. You're getting a whole like virtual tour here of Big Jim's here. Anything that Kate did, there it is. Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me. Where else did you go?
And also, I don't think they're doing any in-house dining, so it's just walk up, get your stuff, call ahead, and
Sarah Siplak thinks that's too much food. I think Sarah Siplak needs to come on this show and talk about her podcast.
I agree. I love Sarah Siplak. What's up, girl?
What's up, girl? And what's up with a little bump for Sarah Siplak in the New York Times?
Yeah.
Because of fuck 7th grade or FU something asterisk 7th grade, the musical show that she did with Jill Sobule at the City Theater. Just had a little write up in the New York Times. So stuff's happening for Sarah Siplak. I think it's time to come back on here. Speaking of Dave being on point, there's the lovely Sarah Siplak right there. Like, aren't you glad you chimed in, Sarah? That we just did like a whole vanity slot for you. But yeah, we need the Rekids back on the show as well. So all right, so I have nothing to do with food and Big Jim's. Just stop. She loves Big Jim's. She's probably on her way there right now. So so talk to me. So where else did you go?
Tried for the first time. 2 sisters, 2 daughters, or 2 sisters.
And a moving truck. 2 sons and a moving truck.
2 sisters, 2 sons, Caribbean in Sharpsburg.
Oh, awesome. Tell me about this. I've been dying to go there.
Oh my fucking God.
Is it so good?
It's so good. The jerk chicken is seriously the best jerk chicken I've ever fucking had in my whole life.
Tell me more.
Like, that's it. That's all I have to say. Like, I put it in my mouth. I was like, oh my fucking God, there's so much flavor happening. It's so good. Also, I got the curry chicken. That was also dynamite.
So you got takeout. How did that travel?
Good. I've also, it's also like trying to order takeout and like coordinate it so you can eat it quickly. Mm-hmm. But everything showed up hot. We tried all the sides, mac and cheese. There's like rice and peas, which is mostly rice and beans.
There we go. Some pictures here.
Yeah. And then it's like this like pasta salad, which was crab salad, was so good.
Oh, wow.
Fried plantains.
I'm looking at those.
Yeah. So the darker one is the jerk chicken. And there was also, it was so much chicken. Holy shit.
That looks like a lot of chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
wow.
Not that it wasn't very expensive also. So all this food, it's like leftovers for days. It was so good.
People have been talking about 2 sisters, 2 sons a lot. So
Yeah.
First off, I'm glad they're doing it, and I'm glad they're doing it so well. And I'm hoping that everybody's managing okay during the pandemic. And you can do that too, folks, by frequenting these places. Now, I know you did pickup. I know Big Jim's isn't on Grubhub or getting delivery. I seriously would doubt that. Is 2 sisters, 2 sons doing any type of delivery, or is it just pickup only?
No, they are. I think they're on Grubhub. and maybe DoorDash. More people are starting to do DoorDash, it looks like. I mean, the
Okay.
thing is, it's like, one time there's like I want to give my money directly to the restaurants, right? But then there are these services out there. It's hard because for me, I'm like, oh my God, I can't leave my house. Like, I don't want to. Like, once I get home from work, I literally want to crawl in my bed sometimes. But they are in Sharpsburg. It's easy to find. There's a lot of stuff popping up in Sharpsburg. Red Hawk is over there. Dancing Gnome is over there. There's like a whole bunch of shit going on in Sharpsburg now.
Well, especially everybody that's in the East End, right?
Yeah.
Like you're literally at like a hop across the Highland Park Bridge and you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're there, or the R.D. Fleming Bridge. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's
easy.
it's faster to get there than other neighborhoods that you would probably be frequenting. So
Yeah.
it's surprising.
That is the thing. It's like, I think it's easier for me to get over there than even to get to Lawrenceville. Sometimes trying to get in and out of Lawrenceville to pick up anything is a total pain in the butt,
So
right?
it's a cluster F. Plus Butler
Yeah.
Street is just nuts, and you can't even jag around on the side streets now. You know what I mean? It's just there's nothing to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sharpsburg's hot right now. I mean, Sharpsburg. You know what's going to be coming up soon? Blawnox. Blawnox is coming back, baby. I'm telling you. Get in there. Get in there now. Because Blawnox wears it. So that's great, Kate. Fantastic. Sarah said it sounds like an episode of The Californians. For real? What? She's right. She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. Also, if anybody I need some suggestions of where to go next.
Okay. You've been doing a great job. But yeah, I mean, you have been doing great. I think you've repeated once, but it was only when you did 3 others. Like it was like in a week that you went to 5 places and one was a repeat, and that was just because out of creature comfort. But
Yeah,
when
I do
what
want to
was
go
that?
back.
I mean, also, I don't want to go on like best of, but you know what jumps out at me, and I still haven't gone there, and I'm dying to. What was like the Lock and Dam? What was the
Oh
place?
my God, yeah.
The Lock and Dam. That's if you don't even want to cross a bridge, you're in the East End. Right before you get to the Highland Park Bridge, you can get there. You don't even have to go over the water. You know, if you got a thing about that. What's that?
That place was great.
I want the burger from that joint. Yeah. Like so how's Snacks been?
He was a little grumpy, so we had, I don't even know, 18 inches down there. You can probably hear him snoring right now.
We always can. It's like your background music. It's like some people have music playing, you have Snacks snoring and doing whatever else.
So Snacks was like, he was like chest high in the snow. And at first he was like, this is amazing. And then he was like, this is a pain in the ass. So then he gave me a dirty look.
I saw that. That was like a dirty look in that picture that Dave just brought. His eyes got a little redder than normal. And he was just grumpy, like, get me out of here. Yeah, you don't think about that. Mayfly Market on Arch Street is awesome. North Side, great sandwiches, soup, sorbet. Ann Gillian's the owner. Super cool.
Yeah, that place is on Arch Street. I used to live above that place.
No shit.
Anyway, that is on my list. That is great.
I almost bought a place on Arch Street.
Really?
I had the keys, and the owner pulled the wool out from me right at the end. Like everything was done, all the ducks were in a row, and then he just decided to charge 3 times what he had agreed to before it. It's probably for the best, but it was a cool place.
I loved the North Side. I also was looking for a house over there before I bought a house.
We're talking 15 years ago for me with this.
Yeah,
thing,
20 years ago. And I'm fucking pissed still that I didn't buy something over there.
I almost bought it was a firehouse that became a brewery or something since then. I had the keys, and I was going to basically put a theater on the first floor and then live on the second floor. And
I've been in that building.
That was everyone's been in that building. It's friggin' it's a brewery. It was like they did something with it afterwards. And then like 3 years later, the guy ran into me at a bar or something, and at the Monterey Pub. And that would be a good place for takeout. The Monterey Pub too. They've got a decent burger and good stuff there too. But yeah, he came up to me. He was like, "Oh, dude, do you still want that place?" And I was just about to like hit his head on the bar, like, "Oh, I'll kill you. I had dreams. You squashed them." But there it is. He's so good. What are we looking at here?
Oh, that was me making some rolls this morning.
Rolls, just rolls. Well, that's the before. Is there an after?
Oh, there's a little bit of one.
You're rolling a lot of them. My goodness.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was
Well-
like back to bakery days this morning, and I was a tornado. I was like a mess.
And then maybe that's why the cake blew up. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why you had problems with the cake, because you were so cocky and you were back in the bakery mode and you were back on. Like, if you look really closely, you can see the finished product. Look at that. Dave's like hyper flashing it. Here comes the. Yeah, this is an episode of the Californians. Sarah's right. Look at this. Look at this. He's going. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the after. All right, real quick before we move on, check in with me about what's coming up. Black Radish. Anything special?
Well, we are doing Valentine's Day with Allegheny Wine Mixer and Piper next 2 weeks for Valentine's Day. God, what day is it? And we're just chugging along with the Allegheny Eats.
I was going to say check in with that too.
Yeah, that's going. It's going great. If you are a food service worker, you should go on the site, get a Industry Pro meal. They are free to you, and they're from great restaurants: Bebe's, Bandel, Casa Brazil in Highland Park. They're just doing some really good food. And as a consumer, you can go on there and support the program and get meal kits that are delivered to your house. So it's pretty great.
Yeah, Allegheny Eats. It's fantastic, and you can support them in multiple ways. How can people support Allegheny Eats?
You go to their website. You can buy a meal kit.
Boom.
Yeah, and you can buy one from Black Radish. I'm making these giant calzones. They're about almost 2 feet long. It's one of the things you can get. You can also get a tortellini kit, but there's a bunch of different options.
I've had the calzone. I think there's 4. Who's doing that bacon cheeseburger? Hold on. That's from the Vandal. Oh yeah, you got the Vandal on there. That looks good.
Yeah, Joey's done some really good stuff.
And the calzone you made, having partaken in that 2-foot calzone, that American calzone that you made is definitely worth the price of admission. So you get that wow factor when you look at it, and then when it's gone, you say, "Wow, I'm a fat ass that I just ate like dinner for 4 by myself, and things aren't going to go well. I'm not going to come out of quarantine safe." But anyway, all right, sounds good. So check that out. Go to AlleghenyEats.org. Get in on that. That is one way to help others while helping yourself, honestly. So Kate, real quick, we're going to wrap up the show here, but let's tap things out with our in-show poll. Did you do any of these things that we have on the list? It was buy toilet paper on eBay, sourdough starter kit, which I guess kind of disqualifies you because you may be baking and cooking stuff. There's buy dinghies and outdoor leisure gear, and just athleisure in general. Dress sweats, if you will.
I was trying desperately to buy a dinghy all summer, and they were sold out. They were a hot commodity there. I could not get my hands on them. So tried the dinghy.
I think we have to take credit for that. You not being able to get one because of how much we pushed them on this show. Yeah. I mean, Dave, you had 2 and then Pete bought 3. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. But you know what? We tried to get him as a sponsor. We were trying to hook him.
Sounds like they didn't need us because we were giving them all that free pub.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, if anybody's watching right now and wants to sponsor Alone Together, you can do that. You can hit that up. Just let us know. You can email us. You can sponsor everything from a bit to a segment to just get a shout out. Like for instance, Red Start Roasters. If you go to redstartroasters.com, you can use the coupon code together PGH. You'll receive 10% off your order. And that goes for everything. They have some fantastic stuff there. They're still doing free delivery during the pandemic, and it is the only bird-friendly coffee roaster in the Pittsburgh area. So bird-friendly, in fact, they sell it at the Aviary. So get it on that. They also have a brick-and-mortar spot in the East End. You can find out everything you need at redstartroasters.com. So aside from that, Kate, any of these things you got into other than the dinghies? Did you buy toilet paper on eBay?
I didn't, but I did. I want to tell you, right at the beginning of everything, right before it went down, we were sitting in a meeting at Black Radish, and someone was like, "Hey, like, did you know that there's a run on toilet paper?" We were just, I did end up buying like a case of toilet paper. I felt guilty, like, but it was before the shutdown off of Amazon. I didn't buy like 12. I bought one case.
You bought a case. Well, you have a business.
I mean, we ended up giving it away to all the employees the day that we had to let everybody go. Not a good day.
Some people get a silver watch. You get a roll of Charmin.
It was fucking awful.
Or was it Angel Soft? What did you was it brand name or was it Angel Soft? Yeah, that's what we get at the theater. When I buy bulk, that's what I buy. That Angel Soft. I think that's what it is. It's 2-ply. It's got Angel in the name. Yeah. But anyway, so we've got Bobcat dog Thwaite is down in the bottom there, but it's a cat, and it's not Bunny. Pete, you got anything to add here before we wrap this thing up? Good talk, buddy. Good talk. All right, well,
I'm excited about Kate's meatballs next weekend.
Are you doing it? You're doing the Valentine's Day Massacre?
I did. I got the veggie meatballs. I know it's not vegan, but I'm gonna live on the edge. I'm not like super vegan anyway, but I'm excited about those and the wine and the.
Are those sold out, Kate?
They are.
That's sold out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
It just happened really quick, but I'm so excited to work with you guys.
That's great. Awesome. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying I'm making me sad. I
sent an oh poor me message on. I was like, "Is there any meatballs left for me?" on Facebook. Oh, hey. No dice. Those meatballs are hot meatballs. Try to get your hands on those balls. No way. Those meatballs are the top balls in town.
Well, I think we
look sharp. Don't be a fool like me. Get those meatballs when they come around.
I think that is. I think that should be the last word for the show tonight. So thank everybody for watching. Be sure to take care of each other. Keep on social distancing. Also, if you have a chance, I have somebody you haven't talked to in a while. They might be going through some shit. Check in with them. See how they're doing. Just like the littlest thing could help at some point in time, because you don't know. I mean, everybody's hurting a little bit right now, but some people might be hurting more. So just throw a shout out. Say what's up. Keep washing your hands. Keep wearing masks. And remember, Sally Wiggin. Now, we already went through Sally Wiggin enough. Do you want to see what Sally Wiggin had to say one more time? I mean, Kate's seen this about 37 times.
I love it.
Do you want to do a Sally Wiggin one more time? Or do you want to
Keep on scratching.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
I can't post it enough. We can't show it enough. It just got to get through to people. I mean, I have to think more people are just going to be condoning the mask thing. It's our only ticket here. So get that going. We'll be back tomorrow night. We've got a hot show lined up for tomorrow night. Andre Costello is going to be here. He's got a new song that's going to be happening.
New album.
New album.
New album. His other project, The Tomorrow Club.
The Tomorrow Club. Yeah, he's not going to have the whole. He's not going to play the whole album tomorrow, but we might get a song out of him.
We'll try.
All right. And so that's tomorrow. We've got Natalie Besavenga doing 5 Minutes With. I don't know who it's going to be with yet, but I'm sure it's going to be great. And Dave Bracey's going to be brewing on some stuff, talking about local brews and booze and everything else. So anything else that's on his mind. So please tune in. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, on behalf of the whole crew, thank you and good night.
Thank you guys.
You just cut her off.
Cut off Kate.
Yeah, you know what, Kate?
You know what, Kate? We don't like you when you're just drinking tea. You're out of here. Don't you ever come on this show not lit again.
A couple of tequilas will keep you here.
We don't want you sober here, Kate. We're not going long for this.
Do over. Let's stick that landing.
So anyway, hey, it's been great. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Take care of each other. Wear masks. Don't forget to keep social distancing. Wash your hands. Kate, you got anything to add?
Good night, everyone.
anytime.